favorite. Yeah, I love Wurlitzers, man. Super soft and bell-like. As a worship keys player, you know how important a great worship piano sound is. And ever since we introduced plugin hosting in the Sunday Keys app, there's one plugin name that comes up over and over in the comments. Pianoteq, Pianoteq, Pianoteq. What's your favorite piano plugin? Pianoteq. So today's video is all about exploring this incredible plugin within the Sunday Keys app. Here's how it's going to work. I have a very basic bell pad. It's not going to get in the way. Just wanted something to layer with the modeled piano sounds inside of Pianoteq. You don't know what that means? We're going to get into it. Let's get it started. So if you haven't heard by now, the Sunday Keys app now supports plugin hosting. That means you can load your favorite instrument plugins in Audio Unit V3 format on iPad and on Mac in both Audio Unit V3 and regular Audio Unit format. So on Mac, that means plugins like Contact, Omnisphere, Keyscape are all on the table, and you get to take full advantage of all the powerful features in Sunday Keys like time snapshot transitions, effects, seamless audio across patch changes, all of that stuff. And on iPad and Mac, there's this one piano plugin from the folks at Modart called Pianoteq. Let's go ahead and load it into this patch in Sunday Keys. To do this, I go to Library and then choose Third-Party Plugins. These are all of the third-party plugins that I have available. I'm going to choose Pianoteq version 8 and hit Add Sound. When you add a sound in plugin hosting, it automatically opens the plugin window after so you can get explored. Let's start off by talking about what Pianoteq isn't. It's not a sampler. There's no big sample library behind the pianos and sounds inside of Pianoteq. Instead, it relies entirely 100% on physical modeling technology. So there's bunches of complex stuff that I'm not smart enough to really understand. Algorithms, probably, I don't know. Anyways, through the wonders of modern science, these folks have studied and broken down what makes a piano sound like a piano. They've modeled it, and it's actually processing, like generating the sound in real time. It's pretty incredible, and it lets you do interesting things, all sorts of interesting things to change the character of the piano sound in ways that traditional sampling techniques just aren't intended to and aren't capable of letting you do. But what makes it really cool is because there's no giant sample footprint in Pianoteq, the folks at Modart actually let you explore the entire library for free in demo mode. That means you can just browse the full breadth of everything that's possible inside of Pianoteq. You can load it in just seconds, try it in a limited demo state, and if you like it, then you can purchase it. This is, as far as I'm aware, the only plugin of this kind where you can actually try in a meaningful way before you buy. So you can get Pianoteq in the App Store, we'll put the info on the screen, and then you can buy whatever pianos or instruments actually resonate with you after you've tried them. Coincidentally, that's perfect for us because I didn't want to have to buy all of the instruments. There are a ton in order to be able to shoot this video. So we're going to try them out in demo mode, and then you'll get a sense of what this plugin can do. But honestly, go do it for yourself after you watch. There's nothing better than actually being able to feel the responsiveness. These instruments are really expressive because all of the velocity steps between 1 and 127 can theoretically have a different response. I don't think there's any sample library out on the market, at least not any that actually are usable in a live context, that have 127 different samples for each of those velocity steps. But in Pianoteq, because it's modeled, you can actually get that level of realism. So we start off with the Steinway D. Let's check it out. It's a nice, rich acoustic piano sound. If we scroll down, we have lots of control over the nuances of the sound. So we can adjust the action, bring up or down the key release noise, the pedal noise, and we can mute the piano if we'd like. We can adjust the mallet bounce, which is crazy. There's an EQ. You've got effects that you can place on the notes. So modulation, vibrato, tremolo, and then just a general effects pass for the entire instrument. You've got delay, more EQ if you'd like it. And you also have reverb, so we could adjust the character of the reverb, which is really nice. You can also adjust the velocity curve, note off, pedal, aftertouch is supported. It's pretty darn cool what you can do. You can also adjust the character of the piano. They call it the condition, so we could go from mint to worn. So you can get that detuned piano, and see it's actually yellowing the piano keys too, which is... Again, this is not sample-based, so they can do things that just aren't possible otherwise. You've also got the option to choose a couple different microphones, and you can adjust the tuning if you'd like. Sunday keys is 440, so not going to be super helpful for us. Okay, we can check out this next one. It's still a Steinway, but now jazz. Nice. Blues. Studio environment. Pop. Bright and compressed. New age. Don't get offended, Christians. I didn't name this one. I am a Christian. I'm not excluding myself from that category. Just got a lot of ambience, really long tail. That makes sense in a church context too. Felt. Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Felt 2. It's a slightly different character. Yeah, it's really cool. Let's go to a different model in general. We've got this Steinway D in 2 different formats. We've got the New York Steinway and then this Hamburg, so Germany, Steinway. Let's try this. I just want to hear the difference. Classical, it says. Definitely a different timbre. One thing about the demo mode, a lot of the notes don't work, like the extremes. Missing like an octave, a half octave up in the highs and lows. It's not me, the broken keyboard, it's just the way demo mode works. So more brightness, which is really cool. Nice. Let's keep going. Now we have a Steinway Model B, which is a very interesting Steinway. Let's just go to bright. Still sounds like a Steinway. A slightly different character. Resonant, maybe not quite as big. It's interesting. Oh, I like that. That's nice. This might be my favorite so far. Let's go down here and go to effects. I want to place this in a bigger space, like a room. Increase the mix. Yeah, that's cool. We could go here and bring our pad back in. That's really beautiful, and it's crazy that they're able to get these sorts of feels with the physical modeling by just, sampling analyzing this instrument, because they do base all of the modeling off of actual samples of the instrument, analysis of the character of the instrument. And then you can generate this felt option based off of all of that analysis, which is really cool. Lots of control and flexibility. It's just really interesting to me. And adjust, how noisy we want this guy to be. That level of control is pretty cool. Bring up the humanization for mallet bounce. Just looking for that really delicate, close feel. Very cool. Let's see what else we have. There's several other grands. We have classical guitar. And it gets more interesting as you get further into the library. I'm not familiar with Steingraber. It looks Steinway-ish. It definitely has a different sound. Yeah, lots of bite. Which is really cool. Let's see, here's a Y style. So this is a Yamaha. A rock piano, it says. That's pretty fair. Nice. There's a lot of diversity here. And of course, we also have felt. Really cool. Let's go down here. Okay, we have Kawai. Oh, I opened up this new screen. I don't even know what this is. Whoa, what'd I do? I have no idea how I got there. People watching this video, tell me how I got there. Oh, that's cool. We can swipe presets. Gosh, it's crazy how fast this stuff can load. I still don't know how I got to that screen though. Somebody watching, tell me. It's not calibration. Yeah, no clue. That's all right. We move on. Here's an upright. Very cool. And then we've got electronic pianos. So we've got a Rhodes here. Now, these are all the different upright options. I want to check the felt really quick. I wish it did the airy felt thing a bit more, since it's a little bit dark. I don't think of felt as dark. I think of it as soft. And there's a pretty big difference. I could, though, go into the EQ and accentuate some of that. There's not as much as I would prefer for a felt piano. I don't want to have to push it that hard because I'm just really getting more like note ping, not more air. So that doesn't feel 100% authentic to me, but it still is a very nice, soft piano sound. Now I've used Pianoteq a decent bit, just trying it out, and I do love the quality of the EPs. This is a Mark II. They also have a Mark I, and then they have a Wurlitzer. So let's go to the Mark I real quick. We will try Bright. Modeling does really well with electric pianos because there's all of that bitey grittiness that comes in as you play, and it's really hard to sample enough velocities and enough realism for that to feel authentic. Very cool. Here's the Wurlitzer. This is mono. I love Wurlitzers, man. basic mono, basic stereo, bright, soft. Got some, what do we have on there? The tremolo and a little bit of delay, it sounds like. EQ and reverb as well. You get that expressiveness. That's really what stands out to me across everything we're doing here. Just how much dynamic range there is. I think that's where physical modeling really shines. A well-sampled piano, I think, can sound incredible, and in my opinion, can maybe even sound better than physical modeling. Like the pianos inside of Keyscape are so full of character, even though they're not the purest, most perfect sample set. That's part of the artistry, actually. They sound alive. They have the right amount of imperfection. And I think that can be really incredible. But the dynamic range of something like this is really hard to beat. Yeah, I mean, the name, that one I get. Pretty cool. Let's see, there's tons more to explore. You've got a clav. Very convincing. You've got a pianette. Pianette? I don't know. Hate me in the comments. These kind of hit like a Wurlitzer, Rhodesy sort of electric piano hybrid, but they each have their own distinct flavor. They've got the T as well. Super soft and bell-like. Like a celeste. Never know, Celeste, Celeste. I think it's Celeste. A lot I don't know in today's video. Got the Electra, very cool. And then we've got vibes. I'm gonna blaze through some of these different vibes. Celeste, Glockenspiel, that I know how to say. Toy piano. Pretty cool. Kalimba. Mr. Rogers right there. Marimba. So there's tons and tons. Xylophone, I'm not sure how far this goes. We've got steel drums. Oh, handpan, I absolutely love. Let's try this. Can't find the notes that actually trigger. But super cool. I love that. I've always wanted to sample a handpan for Sunday Keys. We've got a harp. This is a collection of vintage pianos, I believe. Like classic, like pre-pianos almost. Which is a really cool sound. Tacky and bright, actually. I could totally layer that with a bigger grand piano sound. Got classical guitar. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how convincing that is necessarily. Yeah, that's really cool. And then last thing I'm seeing, we got tubular bells and many more. Wow, that's cool. Free to all Pianoteq customers. They are not available in the demo version. That's it, folks. We hit the end of the demo version. Look, there's tons that we don't have time for in today's video, but you can download Pianoteq from the App Store, open it in Sunday Keys thanks to plugin hosting, and explore the sounds for yourself. And it is available on both iPad and Mac. And if you happen to use both the iPad and Mac formats of Sunday Keys, they're cross-compatible. So if you create a set list on the iPad with Pianoteq, you can share it, open it on the Mac format, and it's ready to go. It's a really, really cool plugin. Thanks to all the folks in the comments who left so much info about how they love and use this plugin. Maybe it's helpful to you. We hope that you check it out with plugin hosting in Sunday Keys.